Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie. I hope you're keeping safe and well. If you're new here, then hi, welcome. It's really nice to meet you. Today I thought I'd do a little Q&A video. I asked some of my friends to give me some questions that they might want to know. It could have been about anything like Disney, Harry Potter, weight loss, anything like that. So I've got them all saved here and I thought I would just jump right into it. I love doing these sorts of videos because they're just a lot more relaxed and it gives you guys a chance to get to know me a little bit better. So the first question is from my lovely, amazing, beautiful friend Beth, and she said, my question is, what is one thing you love about yourself or your body? And she knows that this is a very tough question for me to ask because I'm very hard on myself and how I look. One thing I love about myself is I love my personality. I love my sense of humour more than anything. Like, I just love that. But physically about myself, I love my smile, which I never thought I'd say because I used to hate it. And honestly, I love my curves of my body. Where I've been losing weight and stuff, I feel really confident in like my curves and stuff, so I love my curves. That was very hard for me to answer that without feeling uncomfortable, but yeah, I love my curves, I love my smile, I love my hair. I never used to love my hair because it used to be a massive thing that people used to bully and stuff, but I love it. But yeah, so next question is from my friend Amy, who on Instagram said, what's your self-care routine? And honestly, I don't have a set routine per se. I have things that I do that I like to do on a self-care night. For example, I tend to, well, every night I have a little bit of like a self-care shower sort of thing. So I light a candle, I turn the lights off and I shower with in candlelight essentially. If it's a night where I'm really like pampering myself, so I'll shave my legs, I'll exfoliate, I'll do some like body butter from the Body Shop, I'll do a hair mask. I love to use the face masks from the Body Shop. I love the Himalayan charcoal mask and also the almond milk and honey mask. They're just great for my skin, so I tend to do one of them. I tend to paint my nails. I was about to show you my nails, but they're actually awful at the moment, but I need to take the nail polish off for Monday anyway. That's a whole different thing and I'll speak more about that when it happens. But so I love to paint my nails because I find that really relaxing, and I just love to put on a Disney film or a Harry Potter film and just sit, eat some healthy snacks, my Cinnamon World Cinned snacks that I have every night, and I just like to chill. I sort of try and come off of social media and stuff and just sort of leave my phone and I just watch a movie or something, and that's how my self-care evening goes. What do you guys do for your self-care evening? I know a lot of people do different things, so I'd love to know what you guys do for your self-care evening. My next question is from my best friend Mike, and he said, aside from Peter Pan, what's your favourite Disney movie and or character and why? So I love that he said aside from Peter Pan because he knew that that would be the first answer. So my favourite character aside from Peter Pan is honestly really hard. So I obviously have my three favourite princesses, which I've mentioned before, which is Rapunzel, Merida and Ariel. However, I don't know who I would pick out of them as who was my favourite. As in character wise, like favourite Disney film other than Peter Pan is a tie between, no actually no, I think Tangled is my favourite Disney film other than Peter Pan. Oh, I don't know. See, again, it's a tie between Brave, Little Mermaid and Tangled, but I do love Tangled. I think visually it's incredible and it's honestly one of my favourite films and it makes me cry every time. Up is also up there on the list. I love Up, but I would say that my favourite character other than Peter Pan... Oh, I don't even know. I would say I do have a very strong love for Merida and Rapunzel and Ariel. I'm just going to say the three princesses. Sorry, I can't choose between them. They are my faves. Other than Peter Pan, they are my faves. And also, I've fallen in love with Chip and Dale again recently, so I would say they're two of my faves as well. I can't pick. Mike, I can't pick. The answer to your question is I don't know all of them. I don't know. I can't pick. That's not fair. So next question. My friend asked me, how has this pandemic / lockdown affected you in a positive way? Which I love this question because so many people want to know about how it's affected people negatively and stuff. And while I have had, and I've been very honest about this on my channel about mental health problems, especially during this pandemic, it's taken its toll on everyone. I think it's definitely taken its toll on me, but I will say that one positive thing to come out of lockdown is my weight loss. I know that may sound so obvious, however, I for years struggled, and I literally joined Slimming World 2 weeks before we went into lockdown. So most of my weight all of my weight that I've lost, I think minus a stone, I think I lost that. I think it wasn't 2 weeks. I think it was either 3 to 4 weeks that I was at Slimming World just before lockdown. So I think I lost a stone just before we went into lockdown. However, since then, the rest of the weight I have lost has been whilst we've been in a lockdown and a global pandemic, which is crazy to me. I currently have lost... hang on, let me check my Slimming World app because I can't remember what it is. I lost 3 pounds this week, which is crazy because I haven't had that big of a loss in a while. So I have currently lost... What have I lost? Oh, 6 stone, 12.5 pounds. So I am 1.5 pounds away from having lost 7 stone, which blows my mind. And that has basically the whole thing been in a pandemic, which is crazy. So I think a big positive for me is that. Another big positive for me in this lockdown is with losing the weight and with starting this channel, my confidence has definitely got better. I feel a lot more like I'm being a lot more true to myself and a lot more confident, and that's how I love to be. And I also, the positive to come out of this lockdown, I started with a group of my friends script reading. So every Sunday night we pick a script, we sit down on Zoom and we just read it and we just play with it. And we did Wonderful World of Dissociate this weekend, and I felt like that was the best one out of the plays we've done because I really got into a character and I just let loose and I just did it, and I missed that so much. So I feel like that is a big positive coming out of lockdown. And had the world been normal, I don't think I would have started that venture, and I would love to move it on to something more than that, but I don't think I would have started it. I don't think I would have started this YouTube channel if it hadn't been for lockdown, so that's another positive thing. I started this because I obviously missed acting, and I started this in the pandemic because it's something I'd wanted to do for years, and I thought I've got all this time on my hands, so why not just do it now? So yeah, that's another positive thing. There's lots of positive things. Oh, cute. But when you look back at the whole experience, it's been mental. But yeah. Another one of my friends asked, what are you thankful / grateful about in your life and what makes you happy? So I am very thankful and grateful for my family, my amazing supportive family. They mean so much to me and they've helped me so much throughout my weight loss and throughout this whole lockdown. I'm very, very thankful for this little munchkin who's just come in because he heard me talking. This little bubba. Very thankful and grateful for you. This is Hector. For those of you that don't know, we adopted Hector from the RSPCA in July last year, so it was in the pandemic, and he fitted in straight away. We adore him. He is the most affectionate, loving cat in the entire world. Even though when I was on Zoom the other night, he did attack my arm. But cats do that. Now you've got your claw stuck. I'm trying to put you down. He doesn't want to go down. He wants to stay on his sister. Oh, careful, you're going to rip my t-shirt. Cat's claws are lethal. Go on him. So yeah, I'm very grateful for him. I adore him. I'm also very grateful for my friends and their support throughout everything. And I'm very grateful that I still have a job. I know obviously currently... Sorry, the cat just knocked off a charger. I know currently I am furloughed, but I'm still very grateful that I have a job to go back to. And I'm grateful for my health and for my family's health. So yeah, that's things I'm grateful for. Next up, my friend Daisy, who I went to university with, asked me, she said I could probably do a whole weight loss video, which I do want to do. I want to do it when I reach my target because I feel like right now I'm still not 100% where I want to be. So I want to get to where I want to be and then speak about my whole weight loss journey as a whole, because I don't see a point in doing it when I'm sort of still in the middle or like 3/4 of the way through. So I will do it. But she asked me a couple of questions, so I thought I'd answer some of those on here. She said, what have I been doing to lose weight? I've been doing Slimming World. I started Slimming World in February 2020, so it's just over a year. Why did I join? I joined because I was not feeling happy in myself. I was at my biggest weight I'd ever been, and I despised myself. I hated myself. I was so depressed, and I just had enough. And my mum had done it, and my mum had done so incredibly well that I could see that it worked. So I sort of bit the bullet last year and thought, I'm just going to do it. So I started, and I think that's how I've kept going. She said, how have you kept going through those tough times? And that leads me on to that, because I think the reason I've kept going is because I know when I look back at pictures of me then, I know how bad I felt, and I know that I don't want to ever be that way again. So I kept going because I knew that I want to be a better person. I want to be a healthier person. I want to feel better. I want to look better. And I just want to be a better version of myself. And I held a lot of my mental health issues within my weight and my body and stuff. So I wanted to change that, and I sort of bit the bullet and just thought, now's the time. And that pushed me through, and that kept me going, which I know some people find really hard when they start something to keep going, but I don't really know how, honestly, I don't even know how I've kept going. Obviously it's been a global pandemic, and so many people have said to me, you should be even more proud that you did it now, because so many people have done the opposite and put on weight. And honestly, it's astonishing to me. I don't know how I kept going, but I think it helps having my mum do it as well. And where my mum's been working at home, we've sort of been able to help each other through it. So yeah, I'm just very proud of myself. Okay, I'm proud of myself. It's been hard. There's definitely been times where I'm I've had enough, because I either didn't lose or I stayed the same one week. And there was one time last year that I did nearly think, do you know what, F this, I'm giving up. But I didn't. I stuck with it. And yeah, I'm still losing now, which is amazing. The last few questions are from my mother. I have not asked her to ask these, but she put them on my Facebook post. First question from her is, who is your favourite Harry Potter or Disney characters, and why? She knows my favourite Disney character is Peter Pan, so Peter Pan, for anyone that doesn't know, is my favourite Disney character. Again, Ariel, Merida, Rapunzel, my favourite princesses. I love Mickey, I love Nana from Peter Pan, I love Chip and Dale, like I said. There are so many Disney characters I love, but my absolute favourite of all time is Peter Pan, and obviously my three favourite princesses, Rapunzel, Ariel and Merida. My favourite Harry Potter character is a very hard question. So I adore Harry Potter. I would say that one of my favourite characters is Sirius Black. Another one is Remus Lupin. I love Ron Weasley. I love the twins, Fred and George Weasley, and Draco Malfoy. I think they're my faves. And Ginny Weasley, obviously. Basically, I love everyone in Harry Potter, but I love all the Weasleys. Sirius, Remus. I'm trying to think if I've forgotten anyone. Draco. I do love Harry. I love all of them. I love every character, but I think my favourites are any of the Weasley family, because I feel like I am one of them. Next question from my mum is, if you could have any job in the world, what would it be? First of all, I'd love to work at Disneyland Paris, or any Disneyland, Disney World, whatever, because obviously I love Disney. I'd love to work at any Harry Potter thing, whether that's Harry Potter World, the studio tour. I'd love any of that, because that's also something I love. I would love to act. I think my dream job would be a comedy actress. That has always been something I've wanted to do, and I do really hate that I sort of gave up on that, but who knows, it might happen one day. But yeah, I think my dream job would either be an actress or working for Disney. I wouldn't even care how I worked for Disney. You could stick me in a suit, cover my face, I wouldn't care, but I just want to work for Disney. What is your ambition for the future? And my mum says this, and I know what she really means, and the reality of that question is, when the hell are you moving out? First of all, you're never getting rid of me, mum. Sorry. Second of all, I will move out eventually, don't worry. When I can afford it. But my ambition for the future is to move out. I want to get a new car. I want to pick up acting again. I want to travel. There's so many places I'd love to go. I want to go on holiday. I want to go to Greece. I want to go to Spain. I want to go to America. There are so many places that I'd love to just go on holiday and stuff. So I think that's a big ambition. I want to do more. I want to see more. Like, if this year has taught me anything, it's how much I don't go out of my comfort zone. And I feel like, again, that was sort of connected to my weight and that I was too scared to sort of branch out. But now I've lost weight and feeling more comfortable, I want to get out there. I want to live my life. Like, it's never too late to just live your life. So I feel like that's a massive ambition. But my first, like, smaller ambitions are to move out and to get a new car. You'll be glad to know that, Mum. You're welcome. Last question my mum asked is, what is your favourite Slimming World meal? Good question. I love the chili beef stir fry. That's glorious. I also love the honey pork with rice. We've done that and that's delicious. I love dirty rice as well, actually. Dirty rice is one of my favourites. But I think that's it. I think they're my 3 favourite Slimming World meals. But yeah, that is... I'm just going to check, actually, if there was any other questions left anywhere on my Instagram or anything, because I don't want to, like... Oh, I've got some more. If you, this is from Michael Baird. If you could relive a period in your life again, what would it be and why? I'd probably want to relive second year of uni, because I just made so many memories there, and I just had the time of my life in second year of uni. So yeah, and another one from Michael. What is your favourite YouTube video that you have recorded? Sorry, my camera cut out, so I just had to restart it. The second question from Michael Baird is, what is your favourite YouTube video that you have recorded? I would honestly say, am I even in short? I don't know. Any of the YouTube videos that I've recorded with my mum, I love watching them back, because I love mine and my mum's sense of humour, and they fill me with so much joy watching those videos back, because they're so weird and I love them. So I say they're probably my favourites. Last question from Michael. Is that last question? Yeah, last question from Michael. What or who got you into theatre? Honestly, I started doing theatre... My brother started acting when he was 4. He was putting into like an Amdram thing. And then when I turned 4, I also joined the same thing. So we basically grew up acting, so I would say that was where it started. But I feel like as I got older, I really started to realise that that's what I absolutely adored. And so I would say my mum essentially was the one that put me in acting when I was younger. So, but I don't know what the switch part was that I was like, this is what I love more than anything. But yeah, I was obviously put in Amdram when I was 4. And I loved it, and I just stayed, and I just did it for years and years, and just fell completely in love with it. So it was amateur dramatics that sort of got me to love it. Another question from my friend Holly. Oh, she's so sweet. She put, how are you such an incredible person? Stop it, because you're going to make me blush. How are you such an incredible person? I'm not an incredible person. How are you such an incredible person? Holly, I love you. So yeah, that is all of the questions. That was a really sweet one to end on, so that was cute. So thank you so much everyone that asked me questions. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video gave you a bit more insight into me and who I am. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're all safe and well, and that we can finally see a bit of light at the end of this very dark tunnel. Let me know any of your favourite Disney films or your like self-care routine or anything like that down below. I'd really love to know all of those things, so please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know anything that you want to, any of the questions you want to answer down below in the comments. Feel free, because I love to get to know you guys as well. So yeah, please give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, it would mean the absolute world to me. I really appreciate anyone that subscribes. I don't have many subscribers, but I appreciate anyone that subscribes, because it means that someone cares about me doing this, so I really appreciate that. So yeah, I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you next week. Bye guys.